First days, I'm reading from Genesis chapter 1 from the Message translation. You're welcome to our live channel. I read from verse 1. First days, God created the heavens and earth, all you see, all you don't see. Earth was a soup of nothingness, a bottomless emptiness, an inky blackness. God's spirit brooded like a bird above the watery abyss. God spoke, "Light," and light appeared. God saw that light was good and separated light from dark. God named the light day. He named the dark night. It was evening. It was morning, day one. God spoke. Sky in the middle of the waters. Separate water from water. God made sky. He separated the water under sky from the water above sky, and there it was. He named sky the heavens. It was evening. It was morning, day two. God spoke, "Separate." Water beneath heaven gather into one place. Land appear, and there it was. God named the land earth. He named the pooled water ocean. He saw that it was good. God spoke, "Earth, green up, grow all varieties of seed-bearing plants, every sort of fruit-bearing tree," and there it was. Earth produced green seed-bearing plants, all varieties, and fruit-bearing trees of all sorts. God saw that it was good. It was evening. It was morning, day 3. God spoke, "Light, come out, shine in the heaven sky. Separate day from night. Mark seasons and days and years. Light in heavens, sky to give light to earth," and there it was. God made 2 big lights, the larger to take charge of the day, the smaller to be in charge of night, and he made the stars. God placed them in the heavenly sky to light up the earth and oversee day and night. To separate light and dark, God saw that it was good. It was evening. It was morning, day 4. God spoke, "Swarm, ocean with fish and all sea life. Birds fly through the sky over earth." God created the huge worlds, all the swarms of life in the waters, and every kind and species of flying birds. God saw that it was good. God blessed them, "Prosper, reproduce, fill ocean, birds reproduce on earth." It was evening. It was morning, day 5. God spoke, "Earth, generate life, every sort and kind, cattle and reptiles and wild animals, all kinds." And there it was. Wild animals of every kind, cattle of all kinds, every sort of reptiles and bug. God saw that it was good. God spoke, "Let us make human beings in our image, make them reflecting our nature, so they can be responsible for the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, the cattle, and yes, earth itself, and every animal that moves on the face of the earth." God created human beings. He created them godlike, reflecting God's nature. He created them male and female. God blessed them. Prosper, reproduce, fill earth, take charge, be responsible for fish in the sea and birds in the air, for every living thing that moves on the face of the earth. Then God said, "I've given you every sort of seed-bearing plant on earth and every kind of fruit-bearing tree. Giving them to you for food. To all animals and all birds, everything that moves and breathes, I give whatever grows out of the ground for food." And there it was. God looked over everything he had made. It was so good, so very good. It was evening, it was morning, day 6. All right. Now, chapter 2 of Genesis, of the book of Genesis. And I'm reading from the Message translation. Heaven and earth were finished down to the last detail. By the 7th day, God had finished his work. On the 7th day, he rested from all his work. God blessed the 7th day. He made it a holy day. Because of that day, he rested from his work, all the creating God had done. This is the story of how it all started, of heaven and earth when they were created. At the time God made earth and heaven, before any grasses or shrubs had sprouted from the ground, God hadn't yet sent rain on earth, nor was there anyone around to walk the ground. The whole earth was watered by underground springs. God formed man out of dirt from the ground and blew into his nostrils the breath of life. The man came alive, a living soul. Then God planted a garden in Eden in the east. He put the man he had just made in it. God made all kinds of trees grow from the ground, trees beautiful to look at and good to eat. The tree of life was in the middle of the garden, also the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river flows out of Eden to water the garden, and from there divides into 4 rivers. The first is named Pishon. It flows through Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of this land is good. The land is also known for a sweet-scented resin and the onyx stone. The second river is named Gihon. It flows through the land of Cush. The third river is named Hiddekel and flows east of Assyria. The fourth river is Euphrates. God took the man and set him down in the Garden of Eden to walk the ground and keep it in order. God commanded the man, "You can eat from any tree in the garden except from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Don't eat from it. The moment you eat from that tree, you are dead." God said, "It's not good for the man to be alone. I'll make him a helper, a companion." So God formed from the dirt of the ground all the animals of the field and all the birds of the air. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. Whatever the man called each living creature, that was its name. The man named the cattle, named the birds and the air, named the wild animals, but he didn't find a suitable companion. God put the man into a deep sleep. As he slept, he removed one of his ribs and replaced it with flesh. God then used the rib that he had taken from the man to make woman and presented her to the man. The man said, "Finally, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Name her woman, for she was made from man." Therefore, a man leaves his father and mother and embraces his wife. They become one flesh. The two of them and his wife were naked, but they felt no shame. Thank you for being part of this live broadcast. See you tomorrow as we continue with the book of Genesis. Thank you. God bless you.